Where'd Mike go? Make sure you sign in. I got the sign in front back there. Lift up on the handle.
Like the proposal amendment, all members not here at this meeting will donate $20 to the Writers Fund at the next meeting. Do I have a second?
Yeah, I say $6.
$6, okay.
Because they all voted to have this, you know, on Mother's Day, and then they don't show up themselves.
How does new fans work?
Spin.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even turn these. We all look like y'all need to sweat a little bit of ooze out and shit. That's true.
I think it's cold in here.
It's not 72. Well, leave it on.
Yeah. If you want
Those
to
of us been
make sure
doing-
they work.
Those of us been doing dishes and working are still sweating. Everybody silence their phones, please, so we don't get disrupted.
Yes. Well,
No, I guess I should put it. Got one for each fan?
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
No, there's no switch.
oh, there you go.
There's no switch. Trust me.
All right. If you see red, it's off.
All right, I think we got everybody.
Oh, I don't want to.
Why, well, you used to be, but.
Oh, really?
In the Rogers meeting? Post meeting.
Oh, those
Drivers meeting is not safe.
Oh, shit.
All right, here we go. By the power, the authority investigating about the open VFW 8191 Riders Group for the transaction of any business that may come before it. So an alarm before you post yourself near the door and ensure it remains closed for the remainder of the meeting. We already talked about phones and electronics. Assistant director, you draw, bring everybody's attention and color.
John's not here, I'll do it. All hands.
Oh, yeah.
And John. Fix the color. And salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ready, two. Six.
All right. Roll call. Director here. Assistant director excused. Secretary. PAO.
Here.
Sergeant of Arms is I got assistant. Present. And road captain. There you go. All right. There is no new membership or guest to identify. Director reading of reports, finance report. I didn't grab the latest, but we made $61 today. We didn't have bike night because of the wall being around. All of us was down there and all that stuff. So it's been a slow month for bringing funds in. And Brett, if you can can you grab the financials out there, and then we'll read that after next. You got any minutes from last month you want to bring up?
We did the Beef Burgers in Paradise on the 5th. Then they had the district meeting just on Saturday here. We hosted. I wasn't there. I don't know how that went. And then we also escorted the wall last Sunday. That was a good ride. Good turnout from the riders group. And brought the wall to Wicked Park. Squat and Gobble is on Thursday. Have we decided on?
We haven't decided. We'll talk that under.
All right, and then a post meeting on Monday.
All right. PAO.
May 19th, 10 a.m. There's a classic car show and bikes at 850 North Apollo. On the 19th, also Bike Day at American Legion Post 22. May 19th, 10 to 4, Space Coast Harley Davidson's Ember and Stan ride bikes against bullies. May 27th, 4 to 4:30 p.m. is a Memorial Day tribute at Cocoa Beach Riverfront Park. May 25th to 27th is Memorial Day 100-mile motorcycle ride challenge put on by the Wounded Warriors Project. June 15th, 9 to 5 is a poker run for BARK, American Legion Post 117. And do you guys want to hear about swap meets? I'm getting a lot of those.
Oh,
Sure.
cool.
Yeah.
Are you posting them on the calendar?
Yeah, I repeat everything, but okay. The other thing is I'm gonna start using John Holson as my assistant PAO because he socializes more than I do. So,
We talked about that in the last year, right?
Yeah.
Going to be dependent on. We know he'll be gone for some time.
okay.
Good go. All right. Any old business? Is there any old business to discuss?
So we never got anything from Joe on the deck, right?
Yeah.
No plans, no build list, no.
Nope.
All right, I may try reaching out to him, just
Okay.
he's still packing. And just say, hey, anything you got?
Okay.
Catch.
Yep.
Plan. If we can try to pull something. Moving Missouri. So.
I thought he was already up there.
He took a load, he's back doing it.
All right. Any other old business? All right. Moving on to new business. Couple things we need to cover for new business is May 16th. That's this coming Thursday is Squat and Gobble. Any suggestions for Squat and Gobble? I'm a fan. I like 10 whiskey. We could do that. We've done that a couple of months ago.
I'll second that. Coca-Cola. That new place used to be Norman's.
Yeah.
Okay, 10 whiskey it is. Kick stands up here at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. All right. And then June Squat and Gobble is the 20th. Let's do, we want to try, we talked about, what's the Old Fish House down south?
I've never been there.
All right, let's do Old Fish House. It's down there in Grant. All right. And then July is the 17th. I think what we got. 17th July. Oh, am I looking at 25? I have 3 planners right now. Yeah, 18. Any other suggestions? Let me think. Go back up to the bridge, get place, or the Hogan's,
Or Lone Cabin.
Lone Cabbage, that's what we talk about. Lone Cabbage.
Well, that was fun.
That's the one up north.
Yeah, I'll find one.
All right, so that's all good for the next, few months. All right, what else we got? Bike night, we are, I think we're good there. June bike night is on the 14th. Already mentioned I'll be in Orlando during that time. So, and no, I will. We'll see about Sean. So we might have to coordinate for that, just to keep
With district.
with
State convention.
and then bike night for July is the 12th. So I don't see any conflict with that. And we'll be good there.
July 12th.
July 12th, yeah.
12th. It's June 4th.
July 12th.
July.
Oh, bike ride, yeah.
Yeah.
Breakfast is.
Breakfast is in the night. Yep. Okay. All right. One thing, if you noticed, it is Mother's Day weekend as well as the stuff going on at the wall. I'll say a lot of the riders, Tim, I know Stan, they were camped out all weekend there at the wall. So very low turnout today. Because of that, I'd just say we cancel. But next year's gonna be the same way. I already looked it up. Next year for May 11th, riders breakfast would fall on Mother's Day. So I think we just make the call now. Hey, we don't need to have breakfast for the meeting on Mother's Day. I would support that. All right. So
Second.
I'm marking that out. And then if there's any business that needs to be done, we'll coordinate either at the April meeting or at the June, or catch up on the June meeting. All right. We got already talked. Right, you know, I know you want to talk your ideas over here.
Yeah, I was running it past these guys about covering the concrete pad and then the same length as the pad, put another cover out across the gravel there, because they already found out the concrete would have been costing too much. The gravel part, we put like a 8-inch steel plate, the length of it for kickstands, so you have to worry about them sinking in. But that would get the bikes covered. Be a covered parking spot like this time of year with the sun would bake them, and then like the summer rains that people come over here during the summer too, when the pop up thunderstorm, you're out of the rain and everything. But and it may keep some of the cars from parking in the motorcycle area also. But I was thinking if we can put a cover up and then just put steel tin roof on it instead of shingles, we don't have to worry about it replacing it 10 years down the road or not. But
If we put a shelter on the curb, you have to put in a footer.
no, because you just sink, if you use 4x4s, you just sink it in 4 feet, put the concrete in there, have it hold in place, and you'll be good. You don't need any footers.
Okay.
Just like putting a fence up.
Okay. So were you thinking like one of those metal prefab parking carport things?
No, they just build, I mean, they frame it, they build a roof, and they frame, and they roof on it, but still, it's a steel roof on it instead of shingles, and that way you don't have to worry about replacing it. And then we pick up 8-inch wide piece of steel, the length we need.
We have to have a permit for that.
I think we could manage it without a permit, and I would say this. I think we could do. We would have some help with that, right? I mean, as long as it's level, right, and we have the support structure and everything for the 10. I think. I mean, it's like a lean-to, right? I mean,
Yeah.
So I think the only thing we gotta do is figure out the cost, right? And I think the costs are gonna be a lot less important than that.
Josh found out a new pad would be $4,000 to $5,000. Just
but definitely went up. Yeah, I reached out to Pepe, who works at FPL. You know, FPL, sometimes they might have telephone poles or whatever they can. If maybe we can get telephone poles, maybe we can have to buy it, but again, only maybe those would be our corner. So, all right. Any issues with that? Anybody see anything? We'll probably, I can make a call on some gravel, see what that runs, get some, prices in there. And, then if that's the case, look at a weekend, probably knock that out in a weekend. All right, I'm definitely good,
You're talking about parking bikes in there?
No, I mean, with the ground that we have right now, I almost can leave it. We don't-
Yeah.
But I just want to put a plate down, so if it gets soggy, there's a place for the kickstand so you don't tip over.
Right.
all right, so we don't really need, we could use what we have now, we can dig in, put the plate down there. Not even dig in, but just stick that plate down there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm good with that. And we'll figure out how we can get, maybe we can get some of that, at least the telephone poles going in. I thought that we did, you know, if not, then let's get 4x4s, something like that, and get a cost put together, and then we'll talk about it. All right, so we'll kind of, I'll send out text on with everybody who do that. We got the ladders here. Okay. Anything else for new business?
Can we draw something up? Would that be like 24-inch on center trusses? You talking? The latest.
Whatever with the panels are we.
We can draw some. We can draw some. Thank you. Okay. Cool. All right. All right. No other new business. Any good to the order? All right. So I'll say that probably one thing that's change this year a little bit is try to. We kind of, and this is just not for the riders group, but even post events and stuff like that. We'll probably try to have almost like a agenda type to fill certain positions that need to be filled on big events, right? We can do it here, but usually it's 3 or 4 of us here, and we're all automatically doing dishes and stuff like that. But for bigger events, maybe, hey, who's doing what, right? And as it goes on, it works well except for the bigger events where, you know, everybody's doing their own thing. Has got assigned duties, I think. And it might be even like 5 nights, right? With everything going on, making sure, hey, this is who's going to cook, this is going to do dishes, this is that. So that's probably one of the things I'll reach out and be like, all right, hey,
Like a sign-up sheet.
almost like a sign-up sheet. I
You
mean,
want to sell, like you want to do money, you want to do dishes.
Yeah. I mean, I used to have that. We used to do it at the post because of the, especially when you bring in the post and the auxiliary, you know, just making sure everything's covered, right? So you ain't struggling at the day of, right? So I'll probably gotta bring that back and it'll help smooth some of the events and stuff like that. And just give everybody a heads up so it's not like the morning of, hey, we gotta do dishes. Everybody knows, right? Not Mike, Mark's pretty good at sometimes coming in and doing dishes and everything. Let everybody know what's going on. Let me think, good to the order, other stuff that's going on. We had post meeting or post elections, the last meeting. So it's myself as commander, Sean as senior vice, Mike as junior vice. A lot of the other positions stayed the same. Dan will be our quartermaster, Brett being one of our trustees, along with EQ and another one I can't remember. Right. So that, I think that went well. We had If you don't know, a couple of things, POS system's down right now at the bar, so we're looking, for a couple different things, to replace that. The credit card machine still works, so you can still pay your tab with credit card. It just, she'll write your drinks down and all that stuff, or you can pay with cash. But that's kind of what's going on at the bar. District meeting went off yesterday. New leadership, myself as district commander, Jeannie Voigt, at the past district commander a couple years ago. She's a senior vice.
Your district commander?
Yeah. Jim Lawson is the junior vice, and T.O. Plummer is a surgeon. So a little bit of shuffle there, with myself and Jeannie coming on board. I think that wraps up all the key news I got. We are getting the floors done in the bathroom. Joe's gonna do those. He gave me his estimate. I gave him the materials to probably knock that out. So by the time we make our meeting next month, the floor should be done in the bathroom. Brett?
That's why I said we had a good showing for the ball escort.
Yep.
It had about
15 bikes, I think. Yeah. I mean, we always have a good turnout for that event. This is probably our best turnout, I think, for that. The wall's been going on, right? We had a membership tent, right, going on this week for that. The difficult thing with the wall is you're already dealing with veterans. A lot of times are part of the Legion, part of the VFW, or set in their way, right? So that don't want part of either way. So we'll but good time we represent there, and then we'll play it by ear for next year. What I did find out is there's been a lot of rumors what's going to go on with the wall next year and everything. Talked to the guy who's going to be running it next year. It's a different company. Everything else is going to be pretty much the same. And he said that it will be at Wickham Park. Everything will be the same, and they'll go from there, right? So right now we will schedule, or we will count on having that ride, that there. They'll already work out with us not having this meeting on Mother's Day, but we will also look at district meetings on top of everything. Yes.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Memorial Day weekend, we have copies of the neighborhood Walmart here.
Yep. There's a sign-in roster up on the community board. If you can, usually try to keep 2 people there on shift, and you're handing out copies, right? Can't sell them, you hand them out, they give you donation, and that money goes into our relief fund, and that's what we use to help veterans and veterans families. So it's a separate fund than the general fund, right? But that's usually how we fund that. We've had a difficult time getting in Walmart the last few years, but Chuck took that on and made it happen. So that is set up. We've got time at some point in time, 2-hour shift, I think.
2-hour shifts.
That's Memorial Day weekend?
Yeah, Friday, Saturday. Let me think what else we got. Those real quick. Meeting. Just for your understanding, so district meeting, we did have one post. That was a paper post in Melbourne, closed and merged with Satellite Beach. So there's now 11 posts in district. There will be a hospitality room at State Convention. Post 3227 is putting that on. The district picnic is the 29th at 4206, right? So come down, they're gonna have chow and probably, I think the PT band who we had here, actually we met them at 10 Whiskey, right? That band at 10 Whiskey.
Oh,
They're gonna, I think, like I said, she has them lined up to play the district picnic.
That was a husband and wife.
Yeah, they came here and played. Cheeseburger.
Oh.
Yeah. So good stuff. I mean, that shows our squat and gobble, getting out there and visiting and everything. Hey, let Power and the band come and bring in here. All right, anything else I'm missing? Oh, shirts. Brett has t-shirts out there. He's putting them out. They're $20 Red Shirt Friday t-shirts. Have VFW on the front, I think, right?
Up in the flag.
The flag on
The
the
back school has got a nice flag.
RED shirts, right? So if you want a shirt, link up with the bartender or Brett. 'Cause he's still putting stuff out, so make sure you try it. Am I missing anything?
You want to start a discussion on maybe doing a photo run? Maybe this year? Like maybe October when the weather's a little bit
October?
decent.
Maybe that's a good idea. And also steak night. We'll do a steak night. Maybe late
Well, yeah,
summer.
we won't do it during Oktoberfest, you know, maybe do it the Saturday before Oktoberfest. And kind of at least one stop at a Legion, maybe it's the Legion riders.
Yeah.
Do it, and that way they'll know they're supporting their,
Yeah, and the couple of each VFW riders, they're starting up riders group.
so if they have a riders group by October, we can kind of stop there and help support that pose.
Right.
Maybe get those additional riders to come down.
So we're a light crowd today. So let's look at assigning who's going to lead that next month. Right? We'll send out an email, talk about asking what looking for some leads to kind of take the lead on poker run and what else did we say? Poker run, steak night. So
A lot of people ask about the steak night. We cooked 84 steaks or something. All 84 steaks. It was something. A lot of folks asking when we're doing it.
So steak night and poker night will come with a decision on who's going to be the POC or the leads for those two events and what day they'll be on. Or end of date for the poker run, right? We also want to deconflict everything else that's going on, make sure we're not on top of something else that would distract from.
We had the last year, we had that on Bear Island.
There's a breast cancer awareness run.
Yeah. And that came in after. That's where everybody went.
All right, anything else?
Any word on how Mary's doing? We donated her a lot of money.
Becca talked to her. And I think she's still doing treatments. If I remember last I heard. I do know she's still going. Becca talked to her a little while ago. All right. With nothing else, being that there's no further business, Vice President, please call the room to attention as we salute our flag to close the meeting.
All hands, attention. Colors. And salute. Ready to dismiss.
And two stuff? Yeah. Kind of.
Oh,